Today is the day we're going to the Dyson Tech campus in Malmesbury. 2-hour trek, let's get to it. So this happened. Hello, what is this? Dyson just launched their newest innovation. This is the Dyson Airstrait. This new styler is a wet to straight tool that simultaneously dries and smooths your hair without hot plates, without extreme heat. That is the biggest difference here. And that means we need to get testing. Because if this only styles your hair with air like a blow dryer and not hot plates like a straightener, what does this mean for wavies, coily queens, and curlies like me? Well, keep on watching and I, your main girl, will give you a complete review and tutorial on multiple textures. Without further ado, let's smooth into it. Now before we get testing, let's turn it on. I'm gonna give you a full rundown of this tool and give a little bit of background, some context. I myself, as a professional hairstylist, understands the importance of using the right heat on specific hair textures. And as a texture specialist, it is a non-negotiable that curly hair needs to be dried straight in order to stay straight. What do I mean by that? A lot of people are flat ironing their hair while it is curly, using a lot of heat to do that, when the easier, more healthy route would be to actually blow dry your hair smooth to straighten it. And that's what this is supposed to do.
Let's get into these specs because this thing is high tech and highly powerful. The first thing it does when you turn it on is clean before you're ready to blow. Again, this is a blow dryer, a blow styler without hot plates. As you can see, there's an LCD color screen that displays all of the controls and the modes in high definition, and all these buttons help you control the heat, the airflow speed, if you want to use the cool setting, and what styling mode you're going to use. Wet mode to dry your hair, and dry mode to use on dry hair for extra smoothness and shine. Some of the other things you'll notice on this tool is that it's not very loud. These orange strips at the top are actually silicone and they're meant to give tension to the hair. That way you can actually feel if you have gripped the hair to give the user a positive feedback loop. These are removable diffusers that were put on to direct airflow away from you for maximum comfort, but they're also removable, which helps with root drying for more precision drying around the scalp, and so that they're also easy to clean, especially for us curlies, type 3 and type 4 hair users that use a lot of product. This was a very smart add-on, and you'll see how this works when we get started.
All right, I just applied my leave-in heat protectants and I have to wait 4 minutes until I can get started styling. So in the meantime, let me tell a little story. This is actually not my first impressions using the machine, so I can actually give you tips and tricks from experience. I first tried this when Dyson invited me to their office. This was at the beginning of this year and all they told me was to come with wet hair. So when I got there and they introduced the Airstrait styler, my first reaction was, okay, how will this work on me? Because getting your hair to dry smooth and straight is relatively easy if your hair is already straight or even wavy. And so that's why they brought me in. They said, let's see how it works on your hair texture. Now, of course, I'm just one person, which is why I want to show it to you on multiple textures in this video. But through the development of this, Dyson had tested it on over 700 people over the 6 years that they took to create this. And once I learned more about it, I realized, okay, it's really not like some of the other tools that we might have seen on the market that do similar things. So let's jump in, shall we? I'm applying my heat protectant, a fair amount of it. Don't mess around here. Even though the tool does have intelligent heat control, better safe than sorry. Also, I'm using products that are gonna help with smoothing because as someone, you know, my hair texture is fine. Oh my God, my hair flails in the wind like no other, especially when it's straight. So this is gonna help to add a little bit of weight, extra smoothing, shine, and keep my hair nice and moisturized because I do have a medium to high porosity hair that can just get really dry. You can see it also dries super fast. According to science, there's only 2 ways that you can reshape the hair: with air from wet to dry or with heat. And so since this tool isn't using extreme heat, there are no hot plates, we need to be styling the hair from wet, because if the hair starts to dry and it's curl, it's going to be much harder to straighten out. We're going to section our hair. We're going to clip away the rest for later, and we're going to turn on a timer. I want to share with you how long it's actually going to take for me to smooth out my hair, top to bottom, bottom to top. That way I can actually show you how long it's going to take to achieve this look. On that note, it's going to be a voiceover from here on in, because if I'm talking, we're going to be here all day. Okay, let us begin.
What it does differently is it has these aerodynamic vents that blow a high velocity airflow concentrated through very thin 1mm slots to shoot powerful focused airflow directed at a 45-degree angle that will push and evaporate the moisture out of the hair. Of course, this tool is powered by Dyson's Hyperdymium motor. This is their ultralight, very powerful motor that spins at 115,000 RPM to generate the high velocity, high pressure airflow needed to both dry and straighten simultaneously. And another standard Dyson feature is the intelligent heat control. There are microprocessors that regulate the heating elements to ensure airflow does not exceed the temperature required. As well, there are heater compact elements that help to transfer heat evenly through the airflow.
That's 4 total passes, 2 on the wet mode, 1 on the dry mode using boost, and then 1 cool air. Nor, because my hair doesn't get like this. My hair doesn't get like this. Look, you can even see.
The root is even very well done.
Okay, let's clip that away. Where's my clip?
Next.
So let me walk you through that formula again, because that's how I proceeded through the rest of my hair, which again has a fine texture. So I'm using full speed and full heat on wet mode, and I'm going through my hair twice until it is dry. It only took about 2 passes for my hair to dry with a slow, even pass. Then I switch over to dry mode, and I press the temperature button again just to hit it to boost. Boost gives a little extra heat, which for my curly hair, I'm going to need. I give my hair 1 smooth pass on boost mode, and then I finish with a cold shot. That way I can help to lock this style in place while I move on to the next section. And this has ionizers to negatively charge the particles in the air to help reduce static in the hair.
My hair has literally never looked like this. We have receipts to prove it. Unfortunately, I can never get it this, like, actually looking silky, smooth, fucking shine. Okay, my hair is very healthy. Okay, my hair is very healthy, but no, this doesn't happen to me. Next section, please. Do the ends of my hair look botched because curly cut? No, but curly cut. Does it look a little?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good to know.
I've never seen your hair this smooth ever. It looks so
You know what it is? It's smooth, but not flat.
No.
Like there's actually, like I look like I have a lot of hair.
Yeah.
I have a decent amount of hair, but when it's fine and I flat iron it, it can go to nothing. I feel bad.
Quick fun fact, a straight is actually a narrow body of water that separates 2 land masses. So if you think about it, your hair is like the body of water between the massive airflow coming out of this tool.
The thing you'll notice about this tool is you can't actually curl your hair at all with it. You can't curl the ends. It's using air to direct at 45 degrees. It's going to blow the hair completely down straight, and no matter how you turn the iron, is not going to affect that. So this is giving us straightness through and through. You'll see this piece right here was not as smooth, and in that case, I need more heat in order to smooth it out. Or I can use water. But the point is, if you're not drying your hair from wet, you're not going to get the smoothest results. And that's anytime you're styling your hair smooth, especially with curly hair types. You need to start on wet hair so you can train and smooth out that curl so it stays like that when it's dry.
Now let's try on another curl pattern. This is my sister Amanda. Her hair texture is a lot coarser and a lot longer. Plus, it's been color treated and bleached, so it's high porosity. For her, we need a different technique.
Wet mode. And I'm going to start off on the wet setting using the highest heat.
However, in all cases, when we're hitting the root area on waves, curls, or coils, you want to stretch the hair with your hand or a brush just to add that tension that you're not getting to make sure that the roots dry straight. If you're just rough drying without tension, you're not going to get as smooth of a result as you will if you pull on the section a little bit while you dry before clamping.
1 pass. That was 1 pass.
The coarser the hair, the longer it takes to dry.
2nd pass. Jesus Christ.
So we noticed it took 3 to 4 passes on wet mode until the section was dry before Amanda moved on to boost.
Okay, it took a total of 3 passes to dry this section. Now I'm going to switch over dry mode and we're gonna hit it on boost. Wow. Instead of doing a cool shot, I'm just gonna do 2 rounds of boost to finish off each section because I have coarse hair and my hair can take it and needs it. I love how when you put it down, it turns off automatically. That's really, really cool. But this is my hair completely dried. That is pretty awesome. It feels very smooth, as if I were to use a straightening iron, but this is way less damaging. This is so easy to use as well. So I'm gonna keep going back to wet mode.
And on to wavy mode. This is my mumsy, and I'm showing her how to use the Airstrait because I think she is one of the best candidates for this tool. Her hair is also color treated. She's gonna hate that I'm posting this without her roots being done, but that's okay. And her texture is coarse. She's got thick hair and a lot of it. So, following the same rules, applying tension while rough drying the roots, we then start drying the sections on wet mode, and it took about 3 passes on her hair to fully dry. Because her hair is prone to frizz, I still wanted to finish off with a boost shot on the dry mode just to add a little extra sleekness and shine. And you can see once I put the tool in her hands, it's actually very easy for her to use. Even though her hair is naturally wavy and beautiful, she doesn't prefer to wear it natural. She likes sleek, straight hair. It's easier for her. Before we show the final result, I want to show you how the tool works on coily hair. This is, of course, a mannequin. We call her Texture Tammy. And I'm going in with the same technique. High heat, high speed on wet mode, pulling on the roots while rough drying before smoothing with the Airstrait. Her hair dried a lot faster. It took 2 passes until the hair was dry. Then I followed up with a boost shot. This dries with a kinky straight result. A natural straight, if you will. By no means is this poker straight, but that's not what the tool is claiming. I know there's a lot of coilies that like a natural straight result. You can even buy hair pieces with this texture. And I think this could be a great way to pre-style the hair to stretch it out before doing twist outs and other protective styles. Now let's get into the final results. My mumsy, she loved her hair. It has movement, it has body, volume, it's sleek. And it took approximately 40 to 45 minutes to complete her whole head.
Okay, it took me about an hour and 33 minutes to achieve my final result, which is very typical to the time it would take me if I were to first blow out my hair with a hair dryer and then smooth and seal it with a straightening iron to finish, because that's what I typically need to do in order to achieve the same results that I got here using only air.
So for me and my texture, 45 minutes is how long it took me to blow dry and straighten all in one. Now that is comparable to how I would be able to blow dry and straighten my own hair as a professional. Okay, I am highly skilled if I do say so myself. So I know how to use a blow dryer. Usually when I'm blow drying and straightening my hair, if and when I do, hold on, having a hot flash. I'm having a hot flash. Don't make me sweat up my blowout. As I was saying, usually to blow dry and straighten my hair, I would typically use my Dyson Supersonic with the wide tooth comb attachment to get it smooth. Not nearly this smooth. And then I would go in with the Corral hair straightener. And that whole process may take me 45 minutes to an hour. So this is about the same time, but it's just using one tool. So if this was my desired look, if this is how I love to wear my hair, and you know me, I'm definitely more of a curly girl. Like, do you think this suits me? I don't know. But if this was my go-to hairstyle, a straight look with volume, may I add, this is the tool. This is the go-to. That's why I think this tool is going to be really great for, the first person on my list is my mother, and anyone who's looking for a one and done tool to blow dry and straighten their hair in one step without it being damaging and without them losing all the volume in their hair. Like, this looks so full to me, doesn't it? Now for me, I don't usually wear my hair this straight. As you can see, my hair is not cut for this style. I have got lots of layers. I feel like, I don't quite feel like myself. And so this isn't my personal go-to style, but I love that it's an option. It actually worked, and it actually worked better for me. If we're talking Dyson tools, this worked better than the Airwrap worked for my hair. Unless I'm using the Airwrap with the round brush tool specifically, solely, I would never get a result that is this sleek. That being said, since I do like a curl, the Airwrap is also, it's a good tool option for me. But if you are that someone that likes a natural, voluminous, straight look to their hair, Dyson now has you covered. This literally just launched. There's nothing else on the market like it because it's a strictly air styler. There's only air between these plates. It's not hot and spicy. And as you saw throughout this video, there's different ways that you want to use it depending on your hair type, which I hope you found helpful. Because otherwise, I mean, I remember the first time I tried this tool, there was a little bit of a learning curve, but ultimately it is quite easy. It's also extremely lightweight, way lighter than you might be expecting. And overall, unlike as I was expecting when I was first introduced to the product, it does work. It works on my hair, it works on multiple hair textures. If you want to learn more about it, I have the links in the description box below, so you can check them out there. I want to give a huge thank you to Dyson for making me a part of this very special launch. It's been a few years since they came out with some new hair innovation, but I hear that they have a lot more coming. So thank you, Dyson, for working with me and for delivering tools like these. For more tutorials, you can check out the rest of my page. And until next time, this has been your main girl, Mel, and I'm out. Peace. I'm gonna go the rest of the evening with my hair strictly using the Airstrait. I'm not gonna touch up any pieces, and we'll see how well it stays straight. I'm going out to dinner. It's a Mexican themed night. There's gonna be some dancing. Things might get hectic, but I'll keep you posted. Before I go to bed, I wanted to share with you how it held up tonight. Honestly, the layers look atrocious. So I actually didn't have my hair down. We went out for dinner and I wore it half up in a clip. And it's not even crimped. This is it. It stayed way smoother than I expected. Oh yeah, look how good. I'm so impressed with how the roots look. My hair feels extremely soft, and I don't know if it's just because it's super healthy now, if it was the prep, or it's even just the fact that I didn't fry my hair. Probably a combination of all of the above, to be honest, and I'm here for it. My hair, it do move. That's a wrap. Good night. Good morning with a very super quick last minute update. I styled my hair, or I protected my hair last night in high bun at the top of my head. Now that I let it out, now that I've let it out, I got a little bit of the movement, the body that I wanted, and the layers look much better. No, I actually like this. Very effortless, kind of messy. It's like an old blowout look, and it's holding up pretty much just as well as if I had straightened my hair. I told you my hair doesn't get sleek with a straightener. No, it does. My hair is just, it's just very fine. It's just poofy hair. It doesn't get sleek. Unless maybe if I were to use very extreme heat with a lot of product. So again, to get this look without hot plates and just air, I couldn't be happier, honestly. The roots, look how well they did. Anyways, I don't know how to act with straight hair, so I'm just gonna put this up. Thank you so much again for watching. How many times am I gonna pop on here? I don't know. Keep watching. My eye is twitching. Can you see that? Why does that happen? Someone diagnose me in the comments, please. Did I see a doctor? I don't know how I look in this lighting right now. Oh, I guess I could touch up my hair. I don't want to. I don't think it needs it. I will add that you can touch up your hair. Again, the dry mode is meant to be used on dry hair. You don't have to just use it, you know, at the end of your sectioning. That's just the technique that I found works really well. 2 wet modes, 1 dry mode and on boost, and then 1 cool mode. That's what works really well for my hair, and I would just say curly hair in general. You need the boost in order to get it nice and smooth. And yeah, you could touch up the hair if needed on the dry mode, but I don't even think I need it. I think I need highlights because of my color or more.